Good morning, my peoples. Hey, it's heck, I don't know what day. It's Labor Day weekend, I know that. I'm about to start working the last video you watched. No, it won't be the last one you watched because this one's probably gonna come out a little bit later. I have a lot of projects going. I told you that recently. I am about to start working on this other set of lights here to transform them into that. And that's gonna be my project this morning. And I got grandkids hollering out here. I gotta show y'all something. This wasn't planned. I wasn't gonna do this.
We had a big grasshopper.
This is my daughter Paxton. Hey, hang on a minute. I'm doing a video for you. This is my granddaughter Paxton. Y'all probably seen her. This young lady here. Look at me. This is my precious grandbaby Paxton. And this is, get over here.
No.
That's the neighbor girl Sissy that ran off. These two girls. This is what I gotta show you. Show me. Hurry up.
This used to be a beautiful grasshopper.
Okay, that was a grasshopper. Let me show you what these girls do. This is all day long, every day. They've collected, I think, every toad they could find in the backyard today.
No.
And they got them. No, she said no, there's some more. I have no idea what's in there.
There's a baby frog.
A baby frog. And, oh, here's the tree frogs. Or we call them tree frogs. Show me your tree frog right quick. There's a tree frog. What you got over there, Sissy?
That's another tree frog.
Oh, that's a crazy looking tree frog.
Where's that a baby toad?
And there's Paxton's.
This is definitely a tree frog.
Anyway, that's these two girls. They're not Barbie doll girls. They're not play in the house girls. They are outdoor chase the frogs. I don't know. I think they're really neat kids, both of them. So anyway, that's going to be my project today right there. But this video here is going to be about this deer stand. It's sitting behind my shop. Best place I could find to work on it. This deer stand was built by another fellow who used to be on my deer lease, and he got off several years ago. He sold the stand to somebody else that was on my lease, and I ended up getting it from him. So it needs some work. It needs some overhaul. Some of the things we're going to do, we got to fix this here. You can see this is loose and bad. I'm gonna put go ahead with the 1x12 cedar visors over these windows. We got to figure out a system to work these windows. I know how he had them rigged. They were rigged on springs. So we're gonna see if we can figure that up. And somewhere inside of here is my daughter Melody. This is Bella's getting on the deer lease this year. This would be her first season to hunt up there as a paid hunter. Ironically, Melody, I'm gonna tell you how old she is because this would be my 31st season to hunt on the deer lease. And Mel was born the first year I hunted up there. So there, you can do the math and figure out how old she was. I've been hunting with her 31 years. She was born the first year I hunted there. How old are you, Mel?
31.
31. She's good at math. So anyway, the stand is filthy. It's been sitting for about 4 years at my house. It's very, very well built. That's why we're going to put the effort into just fixing it. The gentleman that built it, he put shelves. I know it's kind of dark in here. A shelf all the way around all the windows. He built these little flip down things here, kind of screens, so if there's deer on that side you can fold them down but still got a hole to look through. We're going to clean it up, put some carpet on the shelves. We're going to put another shelf up at the top. We're going to get these windows fixed, recovered back here so they don't get leaks in them, get that plexiglass replaced. And we're going to put some runners underneath it, some skids up underneath there. There was some on there originally, and he took them off so he could he built a base for it, a platform that was about 3 foot high. He built that on there and took it off. So anyway, I wanted to get that on video because this is I'm gonna make a video of rebuilding this stand or remodeling it, whatever you want to call it, and actually probably have some video of us hauling it up there and getting it set up. We got to do some feeders too. So anyway, y'all stay tuned, and we'll work on the show. I try to remember to do the video, and I forget quite often, but try to keep the video going of the progress that we make on it. So y'all stay tuned. Take care. I'm working on one project. She's working on another one. This is let's see if we got enough light in here. Covering the shelves with carpet. I'm a pack rat. I find old used carpet anywhere I keep it, but it always comes in handy. Saves me having to buy it. We're going to fix this right here too. That's a pretty good mess right there. What the heck happened? She has all the shelves, these shelving on the shooting braces here, carpeted. She's done a really good job too. Don't tell her I said that. She's standing right there.
Get it from my daddy.
So anyway, that's one of our projects for the day. Get that done. got a whole lot more work to do on this, but I don't think we're gonna get a whole lot more done today on the deer stand. That's a good start on it though. We're gonna probably work on the windows. I'm gonna do this during the week whenever I'm here by myself. I'll do some of this construction work, patching work. People's, it is morning. I'm actually made it out before 8 o'clock this morning to get started on my project. It's I'm running a little bit late, and in my last video that you saw, if you watched it, on making the pier lights, I talked about remodeling and rebuilding this deer stand here that you see laying on its side right now for a reason. I'll explain that in a minute. But anyway, I'm working on doing this. This stand, my daughter is getting onto our deer lease as one of the paid hunters, and was rigging this stand up for her because we need one. She's probably only gonna be on there a year, just a fill-in thing last minute. But the gentleman that got off is leaving his stand up there, and he's gonna let me borrow that, so I don't need to haul this stand up there. The issue is that I moved it already and have it behind my shop to work on, to overhaul and get ready. And so since I have it sitting here, I'm gonna go ahead and finish it, get done what I need to get done. Hopefully between today and tomorrow. I actually have 2 days in a row off work. Between today and tomorrow, I'm gonna get this thing finished and at least one coat of paint on it and ready to haul out. The reason I need to move it is if you look over here in the background, you'll see my camper sitting back there. And next week I need to pull that camper up and start cleaning it out, loading it up, working on it, and getting ready to go to the deer lease week after next. So I need to get this stand out of the way because I can't hook my pickup up to the camper with this stand sitting here. That's my goal. All right. So the reason that I have it laying on its side like this is I'm going to put these two, these are 6x6s. Somebody will say that's overkill. You'll see they're big boards. That's overkill for skids. I'm gonna put skids underneath it. And there's 2 different color ones. The reason I went with 6x6 is because I had this one. I got it for free. So I went and bought just one more, and I'm gonna put those skids underneath here. This stand originally had skids on it. You can see right there one of the straps that it was on there with. I got to clean this thing up and get it ready. But anyway, I'm gonna secure those skids on the bottom of this thing. I had my son, my grandson, and my son-in-law over the other day, and they helped me to flip this thing over on its side. So I need to get it skidded out, so to speak, and get the so I can lay it back on its bottom, get it back upright, because then I got to work on the windows. And you can see here, I know this is sideways, but you can see here like some of these boards, that was not treated lumber that was above these windows, and so I need to put this one. The ones on the other side are really rotten. Let me walk over there, I'll show you that. You'll see kind of what I'm up against. Like these here, these are really rotten on here. I'm gonna replace those with some treated lumber, put visors back over it. My normal deal on my regular stands, on my other stands I build, sorry I missed on that. On all my other stands I build, and you can go back on the video, I'll put a link up here in the corner. Last year about this time I did a video up at the deer lease. It's called Work Weekend at the deer lease in the Texas Hill Country or something like that. I'll put the link up here. You can go back and you can look and see how I normally do. I normally put visors on there that are made out of 1x12 cedar. Went and priced the cedar boards yesterday. This is the time of the year still, if you watch this at a future date, where the lumber is real high, and cedar 1x12 is still running about $7 or $8 a foot, which is way too high yet. I'll wait for it to come down. So I'm gonna put something else on here for visors. If I ever haul this stand up and actually use it, then I'll put the same kind of visors that I normally put on my other deals to keep the rain off the windows. So anyway, my project this morning is going to be mounting the skids to the bottom of this, and I'll probably get that done and get this thing stood back up, and we'll do a video on that, and then I'll show the finished product later on. Thank y'all for watching. Y'all take care. 4 cuts had one little bitty hole left in the middle. The other thing I'm going to do on these is I'm going to cut an angle. We got 5.5, so I need 2 3/4 up. Just gonna cut a little angle on there. Good enough. Can't see it from my house. And we gotta do the other side. Okay, what I did here, I put spacers, a cinder block and a 2x4 made the perfect spacer. I got this up, I didn't get this one on video. I got one strap on there. That's just, now that I got that one strap, everything else is easy. It's just a matter of putting a whole bunch of straps on. But that one strap will hold it in place. So that, pretty much all I'm gonna do is run these. It's all the same process. I'm not gonna go through a whole bunch of, I'll show you the end product. I'm not gonna video this whole thing because it'll be pretty repetitive watching me put in whatever 24 times 8 is, that many screws. So almost 200 screws I gotta put in. So that's a bunch. I'll be at it a bit. Hopefully the sun don't come out and hit me. Y'all can see the sun is still behind the shop right there, behind the shed. Once it comes over the top of that shed, it gets pretty warm. So gotta hurry up and get that done. Then I gotta go mow a yard. Alrighty, I have the skids on. This is I don't know if you can see that very well. These hurricane straps, I put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 on each board, on each 6x6. So that's more than sufficient to hold that on. We don't do much dragging around or moving around. The whole purpose of all this is just to give it something stable to sit on, and to keep the bottom of the stand from sitting on the directly on the ground or having to set it on blocks. And it does make it with the pry bar a little bit easier to move around, shift around. So anyway, next step's going to be wait for the kiddos and the kinfolk to get home from work and school, and we're going to lay it back on the ground. That's about all I can really do with it right now today by myself, because there's no way I'm gonna flip that big old sucker back on the side by myself unless I pushed it, and then I'm liable to break something. So anyway, it's gonna sit like that till the kids get home from school and I can get it back on the ground. And then next part will be repairing the windows, and then I got some caulking and a little bit of, see right there, I got a rotten board, piece of plywood rotted out right there that I got to replace, and put some trim back on it and get it caulked and painted and be ready to put up or use, one of the two. Thank y'all for watching. All right, real quick shot here. You'll see I got my saws out. I don't know how much I'm gonna get done this evening. Where I'm at, I got the stand back on its let me get a shot of it. I got the stand back on its uprightness. I've got these rotten boards pulled off of from above the windows. There's one on the door. I got to work on this side right here, and I got to replace this, and you can see down the front end too. I got to get all this. I'm going to put 1x back on top of that rotten stuff, caulk it real good where it can't leak. I'm going to use treated lumber on it this time. Get all this stuff caulked up, put some visors on there. Just wanted to show you that real quick before I start cutting 1x's and screwing them back on. That's where I'm at. Step, I guess, 18 or 20 of 150 or however many steps it's going to take. Hopefully I'm going to get this thing finished tomorrow and get the paint on it and get it out of here, because I got to get my camper ready. Shop rat showed up.
Oh, shop rat.
Let me cut one board and then I'll be done.
Okay.
Good morning. It is morning. It's the next day. Here's where I'm at. I forgot to video a part of this. I cut this treated 1x4 down, and you'll see right here at the top I got a 30-degree angle on it. I started screwing it in already. This is going to cover This replaces the old board. I'm going to use a treated 1x6 that have a 30 cut on it also, that'll bevel up against there, and that 1x6 will also be caulked on the back real heavily to try to prevent some of that rundown that was rotting out them previous boards. So anyway, that's where I'm at right now. I'm going to do all 6 windows like that. You can see I got some pretty bad damage in there, so I want to get up above that and stop that from getting any worse. I got to replace. He had a piece of flashing up here. I've yet to figure that one out, but for some reason he had flashing on here. So anyway, I'll put it back up there, being that it was there. And then we come around here and you can see all the rot on them 1x4. So we're going to put 1x4 back on that. Get that 1x6 visor over it, and that'll and then we'll put the windows back on. Sorry about that. That was a battery change. So it'll be painted too. I won't put the visors on until I get everything else painted and caulked up. Then I'll put the visors on last. So anyway, that's where I'm at right now. I'll keep cutting. I'll try to get some of this video. It's kind of boring stuff, nothing grand, but we'll get it done. I'll show you pictures as we go. I should have put caulk right there before I put that board on there. All right, here's another little trick I want to show you. If you'll see on this trim board I'm putting on, this is half. It's a ripped treated pine picket, fence pickets, 1x6, 6 foot long. This stand is longer than 6 foot, so one board won't cover it. What we're going to do, I want to show you something here. If you'll notice, I cut this piece on a 45, and that one's cut right there on the 45. And what happens is, get down here on the ground, is you slide that underneath there like that, and essentially what that does, it keeps water from going up inside there. If you look, water is going to be running this way, and it's not going to run back up that way, so it is shed off this way. So anyway, and then we'll just, once we get that on there, we'll caulk it all up. So anytime you're splicing a board like that, make sure you 45 it and that your angle goes downward. Save you a lot of rot later on. People, it got hot out here. I had to go put my scarf on, keep my head wet. Here's where we're at. I've got the trim put on all the sides, got all the windows fixed. I am ready to put a coat of paint on it, and this is where I was trying to get to. It's supposed to start raining next week, so I got to go work a double after today, so I'll be gone for 2 days. It is Friday, and I won't be able to get back to it till Monday, and I hope to have a coat of paint on it. I want to get these visors on here and get the windows back on it. I don't know if that's going to happen today or not, but hopefully I can at least get the paint on it. Anyways, that's where I'm at right now. Getting real close to being done with what I got to do to it. I'll show you the finished product soon. Good morning, peoples. I'm gonna get a wrap on this project here that I've been working on this deer stand. I'm not finished, but I'm close enough. You can kind of see what I've done. I've got to go to work. I'm gonna be at work a couple days, and I want to get this video done and finished and out of the way, because hopefully next week I'm gonna get to go fishing. That's a hope right now. We'll see how that works out. But anyway, kind of where I'm at right now, you can see I got one coat of paint on it. What I do have left to do right now is to mount these are the visors that are going to go on it. this visor here. This is going to mount, if you'll see if I can show you this. You can see that that board is cut on a 30-degree angle, and this board above the window, which is treated lumber, a new board I put on there, is cut at a 30-degree angle. This visor will mount up here like that. It'll be screwed in across the top, and then right there on that seam will be a huge bead of caulk inside there to keep the water from going in. The windows then will bolt the screws. The way this window was originally designed, it sits over this, so that visor here at this angle will keep rain from going behind it, which will in turn keep rain from going through the window. So I have all the visors cut. They're right there. I don't have them painted yet. I gotta get a coat of paint on them. We can go down here. Let me see if I can angle this camera. We can see it properly. Give me a second. I'll get the right angle on it. So I ain't gotta crawl down on the ground. You can see down here on the bottom, I have the 6x6s. I got those on both sides, and that will give me skids underneath it now. So pretty much you can see I've got enough roof overlap on here to keep water from going underneath the roof. I think that's very important all the way around, to have enough roof overlap. Try to get out of the sun. I missed a spot there with the paint. Here's the front windows. But anyway, that's pretty much the finished project, and that's what we're going to have to work with. So I'm going to get that done and get it put up and get it out of the way. May or may not use this stand this season. So anyway, we're going to call that a take. If you have any comments, questions, anything, throw them down there in the comment section. I will answer your questions. I would appreciate wherever the button's at, over here or over here, wherever that subscription button's at, hit that, smash that button, hit that button, push that button, whatever you want to call it. Subscribe. We're going to have a whole lot of more videos coming up, and sharing a whole lot more things. It's coming on fall time. It's good fishing time. It's good deer hunting time, and I'm be at the deer lease. I may go this coming Wednesday, make a haul up there and get some stuff done, and then in 2 weeks, yeah, it's Saturday right now, 2 weeks from today, we'll be up there on our annual work weekend. There's a video that I posted before. I think I mentioned it earlier in this video, from last year, our deer season preparations, and you can go check that out too. So anyway, thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you to those out there that have subscribed already, and hope to get some more done. So y'all take care. God bless. Have a good one.